they would gain about 850 to 950 billion dollars of liquidity, right? Of like an asset on
Mm.
hand that they could borrow
Yep.
against or they could sell. That's potentially why gold price is moving so aggressively higher right now,
Interesting. Yep.
is because if you look at the import export numbers, the overall import numbers for gold from the US is about 1,300 tons for the first 2 months of this year, right?
Yep.
But StoneX, which is the main exchange that handles import export for the gold exchanges like COMEX,
Yep.
StoneX reported that only 700 tons of that was used for exchanges in the US. Due to trade policy regulations, something called monetary gold doesn't have to be declared. Just call it like
Yep. Yep.
excess gold import. But the
Yep.
only like type of gold that can get that designation is called monetary gold. And the
Yep.
only people who really use gold, monetary gold, is Fort Knox and the Fed. Those two entities, if there's that much gold imports in the first few months of this year, that tells me that they're refilling Fort Knox. And so that means that they're potentially getting ready for something like this, right? They can revalue their gold reserves, get an 800 to 900 billion dollar asset overnight, just like that. And then they could use some of that money, right? Which I think would be smart because gold,
Mm.
although it's a great asset, you don't necessarily need $800 billion of it. And so you could
Yep.
shuffle some of that money into a strategic crypto reserve. And if we get that strategic crypto reserve, I think we could really see more capital flow into the space,
Yep.
even without an easing cycle.